Aloha, my beautiful souls, and welcome to the energy reading for the week of February 27th to March 5th. This is a very wonderful week because planet-wise and portal day-wise, we're not going to have any influence from that side, which doesn't mean that we're not having solar flares coming down on us. And in general, we're moving and navigating through a very intense time. I feel like it started last year and it keeps on being very intense right now. Very deep emotional healing is being brought up. So a lot of challenges that come up. Don't take them too bad. For maybe you're feeling like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Always see it as a beautiful chance to create something new, to maybe let go of old things, to transform trauma, to really heal from within. Yes, but this is also our very first energy reading on my English channel. So hello to everybody finding this reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be a weekly thing. We're going to be doing this every week. I'm going to do this with the cards, with the help of cards, and I'm going to show them to you, the ones that I use. And at the moment, it's three card decks. There might be some more coming in the future, but I always follow my intuition and my flow. So we're going to see. I'm gonna put all the links to the cards in the show notes if you'd like, if they speak to you and you say, "Ooh, I would love to have them for myself as well," because I really love all of them. And let's start off with Super Attractor cards from Gabby Bernstein. I really love these, and beautiful. And when you start following these readings on a weekly basis, you'll see why I believe that empaths really need, and highly sensitive people really need to, become super attractors, like Gabby says, to become for us as empaths to become empowered is super important for us to really step into our attractor power, right? So the other cards I'm using are Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light. I love them because they're very straightforward, and I like how they give us more confidence, support us in our healing. And I've been doing the energy readings on my German channel for a year now, and it's been amazing to have them in those readings as well. And then I have Rebecca Campbell, the Starseed Oracle. I don't know if you've heard of this one. I've always felt very, very connected to the word starseed, because I believe that that this earth, this planet is our playground, and we come from other places to explore ourselves and who we are as beings, as energetic beings. And that's why that calls to me very much. So those are the three card decks that I use to tune into the energy of each week. Another thing is that, as you can see, right, for those of you who can see, I have four piles in front of me, and we have one that is basically the general pile that is going to give us the energy reading overall for all of us. And then we have the personal ones, and that's why now you can either pause the video, and you're going to have the chance to do that, or the audio, always in the beginning, to feel into. So we have the white flower on the left side, the purple one in the middle, and the rainbow flower on the right. So just feel into which one of these flowers calls to you. And this can be 1, 2, or 3. So, because I believe that it's not just one pile for your personal message, but depending on who intuitively calls you. And sometimes you're going to have days where 2 of them call you, and some weeks you're going to have a moment where maybe even 3 of them call you, right? So just follow your intuition. Take a moment to take a deep breath, be present with yourself, with who you are. Take a moment to think about the next week. And then just see whatever flower color pops up first and wants to talk to you. That's the one that's going to have your personal message. And yeah, that's to that. And usually I also have an extra pile if we have, for example, a new moon or a full moon or galactic activation portal days. I don't know if you've ever heard of those. I will explain those further on, but just for you to know from my side, those portal days, no, I believe that each day should be taken as a portal day, but for those of us just starting to be more present with ourselves, starting to be more aware of who we are in our own energies, it's helpful to know when we have portal days, because those, like when we have a full moon or a new moon, are intensive days. You know, they are very intense. So when something happens, usually a lot more happens during those days or alongside of those days, because the energy is very intense. Which at the moment is weird, because we're not having any any of those days at the moment, but we have an overall very intense time. So like I always say, let's just be very aware of our own energies, of ourselves. And these cards are going to help us see where we might want to have our attention at, right? So these cards are supposed to give you a guidance for the coming week, a better understanding of what the energies are about this week. And I'm giving you this because I remember when I was in the beginning of becoming an empowered empath, I remember having someone as well who was doing readings on a weekly basis, and they helped me understand certain topics. Like sometimes, you know how sometimes you have triggers during your week, this is triggering you or that is triggering you, and you're feeling overwhelmed, and you're going like, oh my God, I'm not sure what the universe is trying to tell me with this problem or with this challenge. And having the cards next to me, having the cards tell me a little bit about the energies of the week would help me be able to sort it out in a better way. And so that's why at the beginning of last year, I decided I was missing that, because the person that I was receiving or following to get the readings wasn't doing them anymore. And so I felt that I wanted to feel, I was, you know, like, if you're missing it, why don't you do it and offer it for your clients or for your followers? So that's why the idea began last year in my German channel. And over the past months, I've had such a huge yearning to do it in English as well. So here we are in English. So thank you for everyone. If you like my readings, please follow. You'll always have a small sector of, you know, information. If I have anything important to tell you, I'll tell you this before we start with the reading. And yeah, so today's a little bit longer because if you need any introduction, or if you'd like to meet who I am, please go to my YouTube channel or my podcast and find the trailer that I have on the main page of both of them, because there you will find one episode called Let Me Introduce Myself, where I tell you a little bit about myself and where everything is going. If you'd like to know more, my website is on in the show notes or in the description of this video. And if you'd like, because that's a little free, how do you say, a little free something that I have for you, which is to help you get a little bit more clarity about you being an empath or highly sensitive. And it helps you create a little visualization sentence for yourself of where you want to go. Because I believe it's always good to have, you know, like a goal where I want to go to. And sometimes we tend to forget, especially as empaths, we tend to like be all over the place. So what I wanted to create for you guys was, on one hand, you know, a questionnaire where you can really ask yourself certain questions that maybe no one has had, or that maybe you haven't taken the time to sit down and write them down. And then with those answers that you would then create, then you can create your own visualization or affirmation, if you want to have it in that name, or as I prefer, intention for yourself that you can write down. And once you have it written down, you can either post it or, next to your laptop or at your working space or the kitchen or the bathroom, wherever it feels right for you, or so if you want to put them all over the place, just do that, so that you can visualize it over and over again, so that you can bring that energy into your life. So if you're interested in that, just go to my website and scroll a little bit further down, and then you'll see one segment that talks about creating clarity. And then just follow the instructions there, and then you get this intention for yourself. Yeah, so that's all from me. I'm again, welcome to this channel and welcome to this energy reading. And now we're going to get started with the reading for this week. Thank you so much for holding on this long. Okay, so here we go. So as always, I start with the general card reading for all of us. And if you still need time to figure out which ones are yours of the personal cards, personal messages, take a deep breath. I'm going to repeat to all the audio audience. We have a white flower on the left, a purple one in the middle, and a rainbow color on the right. So take a deep breath and see which ones of those are yours. And in case you need more time, just pause everything. And we're just going to get started with the general cards for this week. Let's see who wants to talk. So we start with Keepers of the Light. And we have Kalima, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Wow. I mean, there's almost nothing else more to say that, but it's a little bit of what I said earlier, that we're going through very intense times at the moment. So there might be some fear coming up, like I said, the challenges, the triggers that are coming up, that are showing up. And you might go like, oh my God, why is this happening? I don't want this anymore. It's because that's why it's actually happening, because it's such an intense time, so that we finally let go and transform and heal things that have come from the past, that have been showing up over and over again, that are very deep and rooted within us. And they're showing up because they want to be healed. They want this to change. And that's why I find it interesting that this week's energy is bringing up facing fear, right? So all the energy this week is going to be supporting you going, facing your own fears. Okay, so I always say, whenever you're facing your fears, create a secure environment for yourself, so that you're able to do that. So that means having someone by your side to talk things through, or to just hold your space. That's how you create a secure and safe space for yourself, so that you can go in there, face the fear. That's one thing. And the other thing that I'd like to suggest whenever it comes to facing fears is, don't just, you don't just run into them, but, take a moment, take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, and then allow yourself, okay, dear fear, I'm going to take one little step closer to you on facing you. And then the next day you might do another step. It's about taking the first steps. And once you start, making those steps, you're going to get closer and closer. There are going to be days where you might feel you have to, take a step back, which is okay too. Don't pressure yourself. It's okay. But the thing is that once you take a step back, don't forget about it. Try the next day or the day after. The important thing is that you don't stay where you are, but you keep on moving forward. And see this, because this is helping us this whole week. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. It's, like I said, very intensive times. And this is your chance to soar. So this is also one thing. If you've gone through fears, if you've faced your own fear, then you probably already know the moment you come out on the other side, you're going to soar. You're going to soar so huge, amazingly, that it's going to, bring a lot up for yourself. So this is really good. And this is the support we're going to have. Kalima, that's the support we're going to have this week. Then we have another one of the Keeper of the Lights. Diana, focused intention. Here also, remember with the intention that I told you, create your own intention. So follow my link for that. Focused intention, Diana. Hold on, it's It's not focusing. There you go. I think so. I hope you can read it. I don't know why it's not focusing right now. Probably have to keep it further away. So think about what you desire, set your sight high, expect the best possible outcome. Oh my God, guys, I'm just seeing this card. So this is not, like, so follow my link on my website. I think that's going to help you, be clear about where you're at right now and where you want to focus, where you want to go. So this is wonderful. So keep your focus intention. I love that, because the more and I would actually change the focus to actually mindful intention, conscious intention. Conscious intention is a better word. So basically when we do that, like really focus ourselves on our conscious intention, that's when we're going to create magic, right? Think about what you desire. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And then set your sights high, right? Set them as high as possible and expect the best possible outcome. Because the moment you start doing that, you're going to start creating amazing moments, right? So this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, because like I said earlier, I believe as empaths, the more we understand the energy behind this law, the law of attraction, which is basically what we're creating with the intentions, the better we're going to be at, handling energies around us, and actually not just handling them. We're going to be able to create magic with that. So this is beautiful. So this week, focus on where you want to go to. Of course, if you have challenges, if you have whatever's happening in your life right now, it's okay. It's there. It needs healing. But also remember to, as often as possible, focus yourself on where you want to go. Perfect. And here are the Starseed cards. This is the Starseed card deck. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanism, density, addiction, let God in. So this is basically telling us that there's something we're holding on to and we're allowed to let go. See? I mean, look how these cards fit together. I love that. And you're going to have me celebrating the cards fitting together as if it's the first time I'm doing tarot. But it's because every time I'm so excited about how they fit together. So loosen your grip. Coping mechanism, density, addiction. Sometimes we're addicted to things. When we talk about addicts, we usually talk about people who are addicted to drugs, to alcohol. But we can also be addicted to holding certain energies in our hand. We can be addicted to certain, ways of coping mechanisms, like it says here, the coping mechanisms that we've created since we were little. And we're holding on to them, but we're allowed to let them go as grown-ups, but we are still addicted to holding them. Then we also have the people who are addicted to drama and who are addicted to being the victim of things. And this is basically helping us, or a reminder for this week, to take a look on what we're holding on to, what we might be addicted to that we want to let go of at this point, at this moment, that because it's going to be supported by the energies around us. And we have a second Starseed card here. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Child of the cosmos. See, this is why, because like I said, I believe that we come from, as energetic beings, are created somewhere outside of what we can manage with our thoughts, with our minds, but we are energetic beings being on this planet. And this is a reminder, we are children of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. And I love when this card comes up, because it's this reminder, whatever's happening this week, if you are having trouble, if you're having any challenges that you need to overcome, take a deep breath, connect with yourself. And if you like to, remind yourself of this picture, or if for those of you listening in, maybe you want to come over to the YouTube channel and memorize the minute you're on, and then come back to this picture and just see this picture of this beautiful human, I think it's a woman, female human body in the middle of the cosmos. So be part of the galaxy. And I feel that if we have problems, connect ourselves, Connect yourself with the universe, with your true being, however it feels best for you, whatever kind of meditations you have that support you with that, and connect with that so that you can bring up this intelligence, this knowing that you have inside of you, right? Because we're all connected to the universe and we all have that knowing. We just need to remember. That's why I'm doing this, because I want to help you remember your overall your essence, right? That's the right word. Thank you. So here we go with this. Love this for this week. So keep that in mind for this week. And then from the Super Attractor cards, and this is also for those of you looking for an intention, this could be it. My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. Let's put that back. Let's just say that again. My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. Wow. See, when we align with love, that's when we have the safety. But for me also, when we align with our, like it says here, with our cosmic energy, when we align with our essence, with our soul, with who we truly are, when we align with that, that's when we're safe. When we are aligned with our true being, that's when we're safe. And so this week, take your time, because, take this affirmation if it calls you, but also take the time to look out for the things. Where can I maybe connect myself even more, align myself more to love, to who I truly am, to my essence, to that. The more you do that, the safer you're going to feel. This is, I love when this card comes up, because it's also a reminder. We have spirit guides, we have spirit guides surrounding us. We have them always being there, just waiting for us to say, please, just waiting to say, come on, I need your help. And the moment we start doing that, the moment we start telling our spirit guides, hey, I need help with this topic or with that, the moment I start communicating with my higher self and say, hey, I need a solution for this problem, we're always going to receive, a solution somehow. There's always some kind of solution that is going to help us if we're open to that. And this reminds us that the more I connect with my essence, the more I connect with my spirit guides, that's when I'm going to feel, my true self, my true being, and really, have that safety. Because I know some of us just don't feel in a safe environment, but the more we go in trusting that essence, the divine essence within us, that's when we're going to get more and more secure in ourselves and coming away from fear. And that's why I love, these cards ended up actually beside each other, facing fear. For me, fear is the absence of love. And if we align ourselves more and more with love, and here you go, there you have your tool for facing your fears this week. The more you can do, whatever fear comes up, ask yourself, how can you create and bring in more love to that situation? Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the personal messages. So if you resonated with the white colored flower, this is your message. So we're going to start here with Keepers of the Lights for you. Hilarion, divine healing, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. I love this. I always say this is the empath card. Within the Keepers of the Lights cards. So honor your sensitivity. It's okay to be sensitive. Also for our HSP people, HSP, for our highly sensitives out there, it's okay to be sensitive, but it's also okay to take a moment for yourself to recharge and heal, because the more you are healed, and I love that this is coming up, because this is actually for everyone, especially for us empaths and highly sensitives. We are sensitive to the energies. We feel them, but we cannot, the best we can help everyone else is by being in our own power by ourselves first, and then we can help others. And that's why I love this card. So for you, watch out for those moments where you might need extra recharging time, extra retreat. So watch out for your energy field this week. And then we have from the starseeds, breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. You know that I actually really love micromanaging, that word, because it's so amazing. I remember when because the first time I heard it was when I saw it here. I mean, not the word micromanaging. I heard that way before when I was in corporate world, but the combination of micromanaging the universe, it was such a aha moment for me back then. I remember my will to thy will. Of course, when I desire something, and this goes to all of us, if we desire something, we want it, right? But there's also this filter that we have with everything that we have lived through that created our ego, or for some people it's also called the inner child. And that inner child wants things to be manifested in a certain way. And so what we do is we always want to tell the universe how to do things, right? We want to tell the universe, yeah, but I want to have, I want to buy my lottery ticket next week and I want that one to be the winner. Or I want to have, if we want to create a partner, I want to have a partner that has this, and I want to meet him through, going on a walk or whatever. So we're telling the universe how to do things. But it's not about that. It's actually about, what is it that you want? What kind of emotions, what kind of energies are going to come up for you if you're living in that moment of what you desire? And then let the how happen by itself. That's why I love this card. So breathe for you for this week. Take deep breaths. Connect yourself with the cosmos, which is also, we've had it in the general cards. And just watch out for yourself. Like, look out for those things where for you it's like, but I want it to be blue, and the universe wants to give it to you in green, and it might be even better. Remind yourself the universe is always for you, so it's always going to give you awesome things. It's always going to be good things, right? So keep that in mind when your inner child wants to have certain things. It has to be this way or that way. Allow yourself to open that up, to let that go. And as an affirmation for you, we have, I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. Oh my God. See, it's like the cards knew that I was going to talk about fear and love over there. So I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a weapon, as a way to get closer to love. Ooh, interesting that the word weapon came out. I'm sorry. I don't have to fear my fear. See, I can use it as a way to get closer to love. Thank you. Now it feels right. So that's also a beautiful reminder not to fear your fears, right? Not to fear your fears. Whatever you do, create more love, connect yourself with love. Don't be afraid. So for you, definitely something to look at, as a guideline. This is, these are not rules for you. These are, I'm only suggesting things. So whatever feels right for you always. But this week you might want to look at whatever fears are coming up in your life. And as always, if it's something life-threatening, please be very, very careful, because I'm just saying, because I overcame my fear of the ocean and started scuba diving, and it was the most wonderful thing ever for myself. And I'm grateful because now I like traveling to scuba dive at places. So that's a huge present that I was gifted by overcoming my fear. But I know that there are fears of other things. But basically, watch out for your fears, because we have so many little fears that we don't want to call them that, or that we don't even want to look at. But they are part of our day-to-day. Fear of not being liked, fear of, losing people, fear of losing a job, fear of having lack of things, right? So try to make, for your week, try to make fear your friend. Try to make fear, your compass. Compass. There we go. Sorry. Your compass to show you what direction to look at, what wants to be healed. Because whenever we have fears, it's actually just telling us that there's a space within you that wants to be healed, right? Okay, so we have the purple flower. If that was resonating with you, we have Kutumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answers you seek. Trust what you know. See? So we have someone in here if the purple one was resonating with you, there is a lot of information within you. There is a connection that you have to the wisdom from, from the universe, from your essence. So allow yourself to trust in yourself, right? So take that for this week to look into how you can trust your own feelings, your own knowledge, especially more for the coming week. And then we have empathic starseed. There goes there. That's the empathic card from the starseed deck. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. I love this because whenever this card comes, especially I love this first part, energetic sovereignty. So what can you do to become that? And I'd like to give you a little story from myself. I remember when I had this one huge epiphany when I was, sitting in my space back then, in my apartment back then, by myself, crying my heart out because I was feeling the depression of someone that was close to me. And I was just, at the beginning, I didn't even realize whose it was from. I thought it was mine because it was right around the end of my own depression. So I thought it was my own depression that I was going through at that moment. And then I remember going through this whole weekend and I'm like, what's happening? And then suddenly I realized, wait, this is not mine. I was fine. I'm out of my depression. Like, I'm really out of it. And I don't understand why I should be crying right now. But I'm out of it. So what am I doing right now? Why am I feeling so sad? Wait, is this the energy coming through me? Because, this is like back then, way back then. And then I was like, wait, but if this is someone else's energy, I don't want it. This is my energy field. I don't want this energy, so I'm not letting it in. And just by, setting that intention, this is not mine, I'm not letting it in. It started, it felt like a really quick waterfally thing. Everything, left my system and I was fine. And this was really a thing of minutes to just take that decision and say, I'm not letting it in because it's not mine. And of course, the depression itself was not mine anymore. And that's what was allowed to go. What did stay, and this is why I say law of attraction is so important for us empaths to know, is of course my own triggers that needed healing. But this is what I'm saying. Energetic sovereignty is setting the intention that your field is only going to have and you're not allowing anything strange or from strangers or from foreign people, I mean, not you people, into your system. And by doing that, you set that intention. So whatever is still within you or whatever energy still comes into your system is going to be something that wants to be healed within you. But you can trust that nothing from the outside right now is creating it because you set the intention. You are setting the intention that you don't want other people's energies in your system. That is energetic sovereignty. And each of us have that power to do so. And for you, maybe this week is going to be, and at least it's going to be energetic supported to look into that, to see where can you take your power back. Because it's your energy system, right? So don't let anybody else in. It's your energy system and you're the one that decides the energy, the emotions, what you want to come into your system. Again, if you notice that there's still something coming through after you set that strong intention and believe in that intention, if something is still coming through, that's something that, is something deeper that needs to be talked about. But you decide that, right? If you set that intention and if you trust that intention, it's going to happen. So this is something to look at for you for this week. And then we have, I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. Yes. And I love how this fits with these empathetic starseed card. Empathic starseed card. Because it's about believing that you're allowed to feel good. If everyone else is feeling sad around you, you're allowed to feel good. If you had a strong week, transforming or letting a lot of energy from others pass through your system, you're allowed to feel good. Always. And we as empaths, we need to take care of ourselves. And see here, trust your own wisdom. So we need to take care of ourselves first. So take this sentence with you. If it resonates with you, it will be, I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. You're worthy of feeling good. Say it again. I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. Take that sentence for yourself. And if you say, May, but I'm fine with the sentence, I mean, it's okay, but still look at moments where you might not feel worthy to feel good, because sometimes we do. And this is going to support you this week to truly feel good. If the rainbow colored flower was yours, this is your reading for you. We have the Krishna from the Keepers of the Lights cards. Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. See, I love this because it always reminds us that our spirit guides are out there. They're just waiting for us. They're just, they're just there for us, and we just need to, trust them more, allow ourselves to surrender more to their guidance, right? So this card is a reminder of that, of the beings, energetic beings that are surrounding you. And if you don't like, the word of spirit guides or whatever, you also have your essence, you have your, your higher self, if you prefer that. You have the essence of the universe. That's basically the energy, any kind of energy that's supporting you. They are there to help you, and they're recognizing this, and they want to support you even more, so you can let go more, you can surrender more into their guidance. Then we have the starseed cards for you, and we have baby steps. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Baby steps, follow your intuition. So this is, a confirmation of what we're having here. Double confirmation of listen to your spirit guides, listen to the universe, listen to the higher self that is there, to support you. Go into action, always go into action, at least baby steps. Go, baby, if you don't want to rush into something, take baby steps, but follow your intuition. If it's even before it makes, logical sense. I love this card. And then we have two from the super attractor cards for you. It's good to feel, for you, it's good to feel good. Okay? It's not just you're worthy, it's good to feel good. So I don't need to say much more to that. Just take that as your affirmation for this week. It's good to feel good. You're allowed to feel good, because I already said it with the other card. When I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas will come naturally. Support will surround me, and movement will form. I love this. I love this because it reminds us, follow your bliss, follow what makes you happy. Make happiness, make joy your priority. And the more you do that, what are you sending out when you do that? The universe is feeling, oh my God, she's putting this on number one. So she's making that, or he is making that her number one. So this is what she wants more. So I'm going to send more of this. I'm going to send more joyful moments. And then suddenly things are going to start moving in an incredible way. So this is for you for this week. Follow your joy, what makes you happy, right? I love this. And remember, it's good to feel good. I love how these two cards are so well matched together. So this was it, my wonderful beamings, my wonderful humans, my wonderful empaths and highly sensitives out there. I hope this has given you a small or maybe a big guidance and inspiration for the upcoming week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you tune in next week again when I have the cards for next week. Hopefully I'm going to try to make them always on somewhere between Sundays and Mondays, so that you'll have them at the beginning of the week. And if you have any questions, just send me a comment. And if you liked it, leave a thumbs up, leave a positive comment, or a feedback in general. Feedbacks are always very helpful. And If you liked it, like I said, like it, leave me a like and a comment, and or just tell other empaths and highly sensitives that this is here for you guys. So that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, keep surfing your energy wave. Bye.